Hello, KMS. Mrs. Hines here. So today I'm going to show you how to start coding your first interactive game. This game will be made using scratch.mit.edu and you'll save it, and by the end of the week you'll have an interactive game with multiple characters, a timer, and a score. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to want to do is log into your Scratch account. So please open up a tab for scratch.mit.edu and log in on the top right using your username and password. We're going to start to create a new animation today. So please click on Create. Once this loads, you may want to choose your first character, and that might not be the cat. So I'm going to delete the cat by clicking the trash button. I'm going to bring a new sprite in, and I'm going to choose one from the library. Frank is a sprite that comes with multiple costumes. So I'm going to choose that as my first sprite. You can see that this is one sprite, but on the costumes, it has multiple costumes. If you have a sprite that only has one costume, you may want to import additional costumes here, but it's not necessary yet. I don't have any code for Frank because I just brought him in as a sprite. I know that I'm going to want him to start moving when I click the green flag. Under Control, you'll find the forever loop, and you'll also find an if statement. If this condition is met, then it will do what is inside the brackets here. So I'm going to say I want it to move if I press a certain button. Under the motion block, you can scroll down until you see something that says change Y or change X. If you remember, the background or the stage has a number line that has an X that goes left and right and a Y that goes up and down. This coordinate system of X and Y tells the computer where your sprite is on the screen. So I'm going to drag change Y by 10. Under the sensing tab, I'm able to have certain blocks that fit into this puzzle piece here. I'm going to use key space pressed. And I'm going to change the space key to an up arrow. This block of code says when I press the up arrow, it's going to change the position of my sprite in the Y direction by a positive 10. When I click the green flag, nothing happens. But when I press the up arrow on my keyboard, my sprite moves up. Pretty cool. A really awesome trick to learn. You can right click on a block of code and say duplicate. If you're using a Chromebook, that means you push 2 fingers down on the touchpad and then you can click duplicate. That lets you bring in the same exact code block. You can change it. So this now says down. And if you think about it on the number line, oops, if you're going down, you're going by a negative number. Now when I run my code, my character goes up and down. Can you guess how we're going to code our character to go left and right? Correct. You're going to duplicate your code. You're going to change this to say going right on the number line, but now you're not changing Y anymore, so you can throw that away. Go back under the Motion tab, scroll down, and you'll see change X by 10. You can duplicate this code, change it from the right arrow to the left arrow, and if you're going left on the number line, you're moving in a negative direction. Now when I start my code, my character is able to move up, down, left, and right. You may want to have your character start at a certain position. You know how to do this from our first greeting card. You only have to bring this block of code in once, and you can put it anywhere when the green flag is clicked. That way, no matter what happens in your code, when you click the green button, it'll go to that certain position and then wait for you to touch the keys. You're going to save this as interactive game and say File, Save Now. If you need help with the code, please look on Google Classroom. But this set of code will help any character move up, down, left, and right with the arrow keys. Good luck, KMS, and happy coding!